Welcome to Business Innovators Radio, featuring industry influencers and trendsetters sharing proven strategies to help you build a better life right now.
Hi, everyone. This is Dr. Tami Patzer, and I'm really excited because today we're going to be talking about business, and we all need to just stop from doing our passions and get into the real world, because there's a lot of things that we need to do so that we can have not only the business of our dreams, but a successful business that works not only for you, but for your clients and customers. So today, Debra Banks, who is the founder of Biz Aim Academy, or AIM Academy, is going to be talking with us about business. And she has a rich background in finance, an MBA, and more than 30 years of corporate experience. So Debra is bringing it today, all of those years of experience backed up by education. And I think a lot of times we don't always give credit for that time that it takes to get that education so that you truly are the subject matter expert. So I just wanted to point that out, because when you get experience and education, now you've really got something. So Debra has dedicated her post-retirement years to empowering business owners through effective business planning. She's developed the 8 Pearls Business Plan, or Biz Plan, and a step-by-step framework designed to turn business passion into profit. Hey, I've got you, Debra. I got the vibe. So join us as Debra shares her journey and insights on the importance of actionable business plans for businesses of all sizes. Welcome, Debra.
Thank you, Tami, for having me. Yeah, we're all in business to make money. That's why I focus on profits. Yeah.
That is exactly it. And sometimes people, they get caught up in the passion and their mission and their message. But if you're not making any money, you're not going to be in business very long. So let's start out with some nitty gritty. Why does every business need a business plan?
Well, I started a business with someone, and I tried to tell them that they needed a business plan. And then it occurred to me that from my education and from my corporate career, business plans is what's needed to have a pathway, a roadmap to know where you're going. And then if something doesn't happen the way you want it to, you need to go back to the business plan and review it again and see what needs to be adjusted. So another reason you need a business plan, people think you need a business plan to get a loan from the bank, to get support from the bank. But you really sometimes you need a business plan to get support from your family, because your spouse might be saying, what is it that you're doing? If you can't explain it, then you're not going to get the support you need. So you need to have it all thought out. It's not just for the bank to support you. It's for your friends and family to support you. And when I tell people to do their business plan, I tell them to present it to somebody, your spouse, your your friend, somebody. Because if you had to go to the bank, you'd have to explain it to them. So you need to have a way to explain what you're doing.
I think that's really a good idea, because I can see how, just for example, like we're doing an interview using Zoom video, and maybe that's one of the services you offer, to say, okay, let's practice how you're going to present this plan and get feedback, because I think you're right. Often that's maybe why someone doesn't create a business plan, because they're afraid to present their ideas to someone because of the feedback they might get. But if you look at that, and you actually might get really, constructive feedback that might open a door that would make that business plan better. So what are some of the features and benefits of an actionable business plan?
Because it means that you have thought through things. If you just start a business and you haven't thought through the whole process, then you are just going, by the seat of your pants. You're not really thinking through things. And I think it's important to write it down, because we all know, if you giving somebody a recipe that you're doing, you need to write it down and tell them everything that they're doing. So, and then plus when you write your business plan down, you're thinking about it more. You just don't want to just have stuff twirling around in your head.
I can see that, because if you write it down and then if you, like you said earlier, if you get off track, you can go back and say, oh, this is what my idea was. And maybe you might have to tweak it a little because you've grown in this process. So can you tell me a little bit about your life journey and what led you to launch Biz Aim Academy?
Sure. Like I said, I have a degree in finance and a master's in business administration. So I have read lots of business plans as part of that education. And then I worked for corporate America, and I had to put together business plans as an executive at corporate America. And then I had some side businesses on the side, and they failed. But it only fails if you don't learn the lesson. So, and then it occurred to me like a year and a half ago, Debra, you read all these business plans for successful businesses while you were in school and when you worked for corporations, and then I invested $32,000 in a venue with a friend, and I told her, I said, shouldn't we work out a plan and write something up? And she said, oh no, it's going to work. And so I lost $20,000 because the business wasn't able to pay me back the $32,000 that I invested. Yeah, because we didn't have a plan.
So you learned from personal experience that you need a plan. And isn't that interesting how even though you knew from personal experience that you needed a written business plan, that you went along with someone because they had this vision and you thought, yeah, this could work. And so you invested, you believed in it.
Yeah.
So you believed in it and then it failed. And that is something people need to realize, is that a lot of times things don't work out. But I think you said it, you learned, and now you've created this. So tell me, what does the AIM acronym stand for in the Biz AIM or AIM Academy?
Right. Yes, A stands for assessment. So someone who's either already in business or about to start business, I have a quiz which helps you to see where you are. So that's what assessment. Even you take a quiz or something, you need to just assess where you are. That's what A stands for. And I stands for information. So you need information to move ahead in your assessment. And M stands for mastery. And that's where you master the information. So it's a 3-step, but it also stands for AIM, where you aim for a goal and you reach it because you assess it, you get information, and then you master that information. If you do those 3 steps, you're more likely to aim for and reach your goal.
That makes a lot of sense. So assess it, assessment, information, master it. And that leads me to the Biz Plan, 8 Pearls Biz Plan framework that you created. How does the 8 Pearls Biz Plan framework work and help business owners?
Because the reason I call it pearls is, first of all 8 steps begin with the letter P, and they're small by themselves. But when you string them together and do them in order, it creates a valuable pearl. Yeah.
Like a beautiful pearl necklace. So can you tell me what the 8 pearls are?
Sure. You and I've said it a couple times already. It starts with your passion and your purpose. I mean, there's something that we love to do. That's our passion. And sometimes we just stop at the passion and we just start a business. But passion is not enough, but you definitely need passion. That's the foundation of your business. So passion and purpose is the first pearl. And so I encourage, as part of a passion and pearl, I have a process for writing out your story. You want to have a story, just like I was telling you my story. That's how I got to passion for Biz Aim Academy, because of, I'm realizing I wanted to help other business owners not make mistakes like me and lose $20,000. So it starts with passion and purpose. Then you want to connect your passion and purpose to your people and their problems. So you need to know what their aspirations are, what their fears are, what is it that they want. And then once you understand your people and you understand their problems, and when I say you understand your people, I say you need to know them down to their green socks. Because people wear green socks talk the same, and people that wear green socks have the same language. So you want to know the person down to their green socks. And then, because you want to relate to them when you would go with the next step. And you want to know what their problems are. Yeah. So that's the first 2, passion, people, and what their problems are. And then once you know what your people are and what their problems are, you go to product and price. So you got to come up with a product that solves their problems that you just identified. That's why you do them in order. So now you got a product, and now you come up with a price. Now that you got a product, what do you need to do? Promote. And the other P with promotion is places. So you need to have them to know what you have and where do you need to promote it. So, that one is very important. And you also need to keep track of your results. If you got to compare, you don't just do stuff. You got to keep track of the numbers and see what's working and what's not working. So that's promotion in places. And then the next P is partners. You may decide you want virtual assistant, you need a web builder, you need an accountant, you need affiliates. And then this one is very important. You also may decide that you need a business coach, but you don't want to go to a business coach without having a plan first, because they won't know where to lead you because you don't know where you're going. So before you start investing in other stuff, you want to invest time, energy, and money in creating your plan.
That makes a lot of sense, because often people will go find a business coach, and like you said, they don't know where they're going. And so the business coach is like throwing things out there, trying to help them figure it out. But if you don't have a clue, then you're too early. Many people watch Shark Tank, and I think about all the times I've heard the shark say to someone, you don't need us, or you're too early in the game to be here because we can't help you yet because it's too soon. And those are obviously people with a lot of business background telling people, no, you're just too early in the game. So the 8 Pearls business framework, is that the basis of what you offer to your clients and customers?
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Yes. Because I developed a step where I developed a digital course where each one of those 8 pearls are identified. And I give you questions to ask yourself and research to do to get everything done. And so, yes, so it's for everyone to follow this process. Either you do it on your own or I coach you on each one. You can do it either way. Yeah.
So who would you say, talking about your 8 pearls, who would you say your people are who would benefit the most from working with you?
Either someone who hasn't started yet or has started, but they're not achieving what they wanted to achieve. Yes.
So you would be the first line of defense when, say, okay, I know my passion and I've got this great idea. And so you would be the perfect first person to talk to then about, okay, love your passion, love your idea. Okay, now let's reel you in from being all excited. And then you talk to Debra Banks and you can end up getting this actionable business plan in the works and get that roadmap created. So then you can actually go from there.
Right.
And grow. Okay. So
Yes.
you're like the first line of defense for someone when they want to start a business, but they're like, I have no clue of what I'm doing. I just know that I love flowers and I want to create a business or whatever that might be.
So yeah, either someone who's launching or someone who has already launched, but they're not achieving their goals. They may have been in business for a year, and I don't want you to give up. You may have been in business for a year and a half, and you're just getting kind of worn out because it's not happening the way that you want. So you need to go back and still write a business plan. Yeah.
I'm sorry. Is it ever too late to write a business plan?
It's not. I just got a testimonial from someone. She said, I wish I had this when I started out. Her name is Carrie. She said, this is a good resource to guide them the right way on their journey. It's nicely laid out and organized well. So it's, I mean, if you're meeting your profit goals, because again, all this is about profit. If you're meeting your profit goals, I mean, if you want to scale up, you still might want to look at your business plan. So either you're launching or you want to leap your business forward, or you're not meeting your goals. Yeah.
And even if you already have a business plan, maybe it needs to be tweaked because maybe you're not growing or scaling as fast as you would like to. Because I remember I've been in business now, solo since 2009. I didn't really figure it out until like 2016 about what I was really doing. And I'm still tweaking, different things based on, like you said, knowing who the people are, what they want, and the pricing. I mean, all of those things in your 8 Pearls business plan framework are all those questions that people are always asking. It's like, how do I price this? How do I package it? Who are my people? Maybe you're aiming for a group of people who are not your people, but then somehow you stumble onto who your people are, because nobody wants to work with the people who are I don't demanding or so needy that or micromanagers. I mean, those are not my people. I know that. But it's so interesting. The more that you've talked, the more I'm going, wow, you're absolutely right. That business plan is always something that you can go back to, tweak it, and it will help you grow and keep you on the path. I think that's another thing that happens. The shiny object syndrome and the imposter syndrome are two big ones. You're always looking for that new tool or that new thing that's going to make you money. And then a lot of people, the imposter syndrome is, who do I think I am to be doing this? And I think if you have that business plan, you can go, well, that's who I am. And it's like you and your more than 30 years of corporate experience and your MBA. And I imagine when you say that you worked on a lot of business plans, you probably worked on a lot of business plans.
Yeah, I have. And I mentioned shiny object syndrome in the 8 Pearls, because you're right. That's how you get off track.
Oh, I know that I've gotten off track, or people will come to me. Oh, would you like to be involved in the latest, greatest new health product? And I'm, no, that isn't what I do. I all that does is pull me off of my true course. And again, the more that you say about the business plan, the more it just makes so much sense. So where can people find more information and reach out to you? You mentioned some quizzes. Do you have quizzes on your website?
I do. Everything is on the Biz Aim Academy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Biz Aim Academy, and you can go check that out. Debra, before I let you go, is there anything that you'd like to remind people of or add?
Yes, I have a bonus pearl, and it's called projections, manifestation. You need a balance between your plan and your mindset. Some people just have a plan, but if you don't have the right mindset, you're still off balance. And some people have a great positive mindset and projections of what they're going to do, but they don't have a plan. So you need both. You need balance of both. Yeah.
So, and that is important, because a lot of times you hear people talking about mindset.
Yeah.
And you get to the point where you're going, yeah. But like you said, if you have the balance of the positive mindset with the plan, then I think you become unstoppable. It makes sense to me.
Yep. That's what you need. You need both.
So, Debra, I really appreciate your time and bringing the business plan concept back into focus. I think everyone should go check out the Biz Aim Academy and find out what Debra has to offer. And remember, if you're thinking about a business, you're passionate, you want to get started, right now, you just heard about Debra Banks and how she can help you create that business plan. And that's exactly how you can move forward with confidence, and you won't have that big risk, as big a risk of losing everything. Like Debra said, she lost $20,000 because she did not have a plan. So thank you so much, Debra.
You're welcome. It was great. Yep.
Everyone, this is Tami Patzer. Make sure you go check out bizaimacademy.com. Go make it a beautiful day.
Thanks for listening to Business Innovators Radio. To hear all episodes featuring leading industry influencers and trendsetters, visit us online at businessinnovatorsradio.com today.